Okay, now, most toilets, if you see something there, that could be the reason why you can't get this adjusted. Okay, in this case, not so much, right? Now I gotta put this back on carefully. It's got a little thing in there, a needle. Okay, and it looks like we got it. Now I've got to put it on the same way, which means I have to lift this all the way up, and I have to have it at the same angle as before, right? And turn it. Let's see, turn it this way. I got it. I think I got it. Okay, let's see. It didn't seem like it clicked on there like it does sometimes. Well, it must be on. Okay, we're gonna see what happens here. Let's see. Oh, come on. Ah. I must not have it on there right because the water's not coming out of it. I must not have it on exactly right. Or could it possibly be that something else shot up in there? Ah, come on. Let's just see what's going on. Okay, the water's coming up in there. There's nothing in there. And I don't like to just put that down because there's a little metal pin right there. And for some reason, I don't know if I got it. I don't think I got it because somehow the water was not going in, was it? It was not. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, I've got to have it all the way over that way. Push down on it. And turn it on. Just doesn't. We're gonna see. Okay, it's going. Now let's see if it overflows. Before I start adjusting that. Now do you see that? There's a metal rod on there. And you see this rod, and there's a float that's attached to the end of that with a little thing that you press, and then you can raise the float up this metal shaft by that. And we wanted the float to go almost all the way down on the rod, and that's what I did just to see if it's going to stop. I don't think it's going to stop myself, but we're going to see. Maybe it's not stopping. It's not stopping. See, it's overflowing again, and this is all the way up. There's no way I can get this adjusted any higher than that to get that to work. And I guess that means it's time to replace that film valve. Damn it. I was hoping not to have to replace it. Now I'm going to have to go to the store and get one of these. But I'm going to get the very same one. This is a Fluid Master. I've installed these before, and I'm going to have to get that and come back. And it's okay too, because this one is the old style with this metal rod and the little thing to adjust. Nowadays they don't have the metal. It's just plastic threaded rod where at the top there's a little head, and you can turn it with your fingers one way or the other, or you can take a Phillips screwdriver and you can unscrew it or tighten it, and that'll raise the float up and down. Well, this one doesn't have that, does it? That tells me, what does that tell me? Well, that tells me this is the old style. It also tells me that since we've moved in here over 8 years ago, that this thing has not given us any problems at all. It's only been since we turned the water off and we turned the water back on. And all I can guess is when we turn the water back on and it shot water up in there, maybe something else, the innards, the guts, or something in there is causing it to have a problem. And I don't want to mess with it. If this was only 2 years old or something, that rubber gasket should be holding, or if yours 5 or 6 years old, you can replace that rubber gasket for $2 or $3. If you can find them at the store, if you've got the right fill valve. Not all fill valves are created equal. You don't have the very same rubber gasket for all of them and all that kind of stuff. But these whole fill valves are only like $10 at the store. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose to replace it. And lots of times, these things, you know, they could go out after 5 to 7 years. Well, we've had this place for 8 years, and over 8 years. And so, is it time to replace it? Who knows how long this has been in here? This could have been in there for the last 10, 15 years for all I know. Okay, they're only going to last so long. It's okay that I've got to replace it. Okay, I don't really mind. Then I know that it's got a brand new one on there. I know I'm not going to have any other problems with this toilet fill valve because I'm going to put a brand new one in there. I know that I did my due diligence to check the top of the head and make sure there was nothing in there, because if there was sand or grit in there, I should have been able to see it. I should have been able to clean it out. I should have been able to put it all back together, and then it should adjust properly. Or if it's squeaking or if it's doing something funky, it might be because there's something going on in the top head. So I always like to check that first. You see what I mean? And before going to the store and replacing it. You go and replace this, maybe it's just something on the top head, and you could have fixed it in a minute or two without having to replace this whole thing. Okay? So in light of all that, I'm going to go to the store now, and I'll come back and we'll pick this video up then. Okay? See you then.